Hello everyone, this is Anjuman from first year BTech from CSE department. Today my topic on second assignment of introduction to programming subject is on program of functions with arguments and with return type. So a function with arguments and with a return type is a type of function that accepts input and provides a result after performing its operation. It is one of the most commonly used function types in programming as it enhances reusability, modularity and readability of the code. So the major key points of this are arguments or inputs that a function requires to perform its task. They are specified within the parenthesis of the function definition. These inputs allow the function to operate dynamically depending on the provided data. So the return type is like a return type indicates the type of value which is a function that will provide and send you back to the caller. The return statement is used inside the function to output the result to the calling program. This enables the function to provide data or the result of the communications back to the main program. So, functions with arguments and return types. Functions are fundamental building blocks of any program. They allow you to organize your program code into reusable units, making it more modular and maintainable. So, the function basics are reusable code, code organization, modularity, abstraction. So, reusable code. Functions let us avoid repeating the same code blocks, making your code cleaner and easier to read. So, code organization is functions help you break down complex tasks into smaller manageable parts, improving code structure. Modularity. Functions acts as independent units, making it easier to debug, maintain, and modify individual part of four part individual part of your program. Hence, abstraction. Functions hide underlying implementation details, allowing you to focus on what the function does rather than how it does it. So, how to defining the functions with parameters. Parameters. Function parameters are like placeholders for values that you pass to the function when you call it. So, about flexibility, by using parameters, functions can handle different inputs, making them more flexible and reusable. So, about code clarity, parameters help you clearly define what information a function needs to operate correctly. About the calling functions with arguments, arguments are the actual values that you provide to your function when you call it, replacing the function's parameters. About function execution, when you call a function with the arguments are assigned to the function's parameters and the function's code is executed. About functions return, after the function completes execution, it may return to the value which can be used in the code that it called to be the function return. Let us understand how the function returns the values. The output value is a return value is the result of a function's calculation or processing which is sent back to the calling code. So data transfer. Returning values allows functions to communicate information back to the code that called them, enabling data transfer between different parts of a program. About code reusability, functions can be designed and returned to specific values, making them into reusable into various contexts. Let us discuss about returning multiple values. First, tuples, object dictionaries. About its description too. Let us discuss firstly tuples, a data structure that allows us to group multiple values together, returning them as a single entity. About objects, custom data structures that can hold multiple substitutes or values, providing flexible way to return complex data. Let us discuss about dictionaries, the data structure that use key value pairs, enabling you to return multiple values with the descriptive labels. Let us discuss best practice for information design of the function design. So, single responsibility, clear naming, concise code, clear documentation. About single responsibility, each function should have one dear purpose, making it clear to understand and maintain. Clear naming. Choose descriptive names for your functions that accurately reflect their purpose. About concise side, keep your functions short and focused, minimizing that the complexity of their implementation. About clear documentation, add comments explaining about the function's purpose, parameters, and return values to enhance code understanding. Let us discuss the conclusion and key takeaways. Understanding functions. Functions are the building blocks of modular and maintainable code, making your programs coder to manage and debug. About function parameters, use parameters to make your functions more flexible and acceptable to different inputs. Functions return values. Return values enable functions to communicate results and data back to the calling code. Best practices. Follow best practices for function design to create design efficient and well documented code. Thank you.